We need to show that this number is a irrational number. Root 2, root 3 and root 5, these all are irrational number. Already I told you these are not in the form of P by Q, and the co-primes of numerator and denominator of the irrational number is the co-prime numbers. What are the co-prime numbers? Which has only factor as 1, not other than 1. Okay, those are co-primes. Now, actually, for every rational number, for example, 8 by 4 is there. This is a rational number. 4 ones are 4 twos are. 2 by 1. Here, these are co-primes. 2, 1 are co-prime numbers. These having the HCF is 1. The common number is 1. For the rational numbers, we can find co-primes. For the rational numbers, we can find co-primes. Okay, but for the irrational numbers, co-primes are present in that. Okay, co-primes are present in that. That's why first our consideration for this solution is 3 plus root 5 is a rational number. First rational number and consider చేసుకుంటున్నా. Okay. Now, if it is rational number, what is this form equal to a by b, right? B is not equal to 0. A by b. For this rational number, we need to write the statements. We can find a comma b co-primes, right? Or we can find co-primes of a comma b where b is not equal to 0, right? Now if I take this value, root 5 is equal to, if I take this towards the right side, a by b minus 3. A by b minus 3. Here, a by b minus 3 is rational. So that root 5 is also rational. As per our consideration, because we taken it as a rational number. Okay, but the fact is, what is the fact? But the fact is, root 5 is irrational. Root 5 is irrational. Here root 5 is rational and vachindi. That's why our assumption is wrong. Okay, fact is root 5 is irrational. It contradicts assumption wrong. So that 3 plus root 5 is irrational. We need to write it as 3 plus root 5 is irrational. We need to take statements only in this irrational. First of all, I assumed it as rational. Root 2 plus root 3 assumed as rational. Okay, that means root 2 plus root 3 equal to a by b. Okay, if I take root 2 is equal to a by b minus root 3. Okay, a by b minus root 3. Here b is not equal to 0. We can find co-primes of AB. Because it is rational, we consider as rational number. Now, squaring on both sides. Because here root 2 is there, that's why squaring on both sides. In the previous question, for example, like this or there, we are taken this as separate, only the root 3 is separate. A by B plus only 5 is there. For example, no need to squaring on both sides because only root value is 1 is present. No need to squaring on both sides. Here we need to squaring on both sides. Now, root 2 whole square A by B minus 3 whole square. Root 2 and root cancel. What happened? 2 is remaining. A by B whole square, A square plus B square minus 2 into A into B. A by B whole square plus cancelled, remaining is 3 minus 2A root 3 by B plus 3 here. Okay. Now A square by B square is there here. See, 2 equal to A square by B square minus 2A root 3 by B plus 3. If I take this into here, this into left side, what happened? 2A into root 3 by B minus A square by B square equal to 3 minus 2. This is equal to 1. So that 2A root 3 by B minus A square by B square. From this we can take A by B is common. 2 root 3 minus A by B equal to 1. Okay, we can take this into here. What happened? B by A. Okay. Now 2 root 3 equal to B by A. Its side LCM plus A by B. What is the LCM of AB? AB. Here is B square plus A square. Now, if I take this in towards here, what happened? Root 3 is equal to B square plus A square by 2AB. From this, B square plus A square by 2AB is rational. That means root 3 is also rational. But fact is root 3 is irrational, so that our assumption is wrong. That's why root 2 plus root 3 is a irrational number. We need to write that statement after completion of this whole thing. Okay. We need to know what is logarithms and what is exponentials. Now see, exponential versus logarithms. Okay. Now, exponentials are nothing but powers. Exponentials are nothing but powers. For example, 2 cube, 2 square is there. How we can read it as? In this, there is a part. This 2 is the base. This is the base and this is power. How we read it as? Power 3 to the base 2. Okay, power 3 to the base 2 or 2 power 3. Or we can read it as 2 power 3. For example, if it is a cube, means a power 3. Okay, for example, x power 4. X power 4. Those are exponentials. Okay, what is logarithms? I will explain to you. Before we are going to the logarithms, we need to discuss some steps and some procedures and principles in the exponential we need to revise. Okay, for example, a power m into a power n is there, for example. Okay, here m and n are integers. Here m comma n are integers and a comma b are real numbers. Now, if a power m into a power n is there, how we can read it as? We can write this as a power m plus n. A power m plus n. If the bases are equal, power will be added. M plus n. Okay. For example, another thing is a power m divided by a power n. If the bases are equal, if it is in the division, what happen? A power m minus n. A power m minus n. Why? I will write here. A power m is same as a power m. A power n, if I take this denominator into numerator, what happen? It will be a power minus n. Or we can say this is 1 by a power n, right? 1 by a power n. If I take towards the numerator, what will happen? A power minus n. For the same formula, a power m into a power n, a power m into a power minus n means a power m minus n will be same here. Okay. That's why when we apply a power m divided by a power n is a power m minus n, for example. 2 cube into 2 square. What is the answer? If the bases are equal, powers will be added. 2 power 3 plus 2. 2 power 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5. For example, 2 cube divided by 2 power 4. If the bases are equals, powers will be subtracted if it is in the division. That's why 2 power 3 minus 4, right? Now, 3 minus 4, how much it is? Minus 1. 2 power minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 2. 2 power minus 1 means 1 by 2 power 1 is nothing but, what is 2 power 1? 2 one time. 2 1s are 2. 2 one time. 2 square means 2 2 times. 2 into 2. 4. Okay. Now, this is okay. A power m into a power n equal to a power m plus n. A power m by a power n equal to a power m minus n. Clarity na? Next, another thing is ab whole power m is there. How we can write it as? That means a into b. What is ab here? ab is nothing but a into b whole power m. That means a into b whole power m means a power m into a power b power m. That means a into b whole power m means a power m into b power m. We can write it as simply. That's the expansion. A by b whole power m means this power will be applicable to the numerator as well as denominator. That is the sense. Same thing, that is a power m divided by b power m is applicable. Okay. And another thing is, now next thing is a power m whole power n. What is the meaning of this? Listen carefully. A power m whole power n is nothing but a power mn. A power m whole power n is nothing but a power mn. We need to take some examples here. 2 into 3 whole square means what it indicates? 2 square into 3 square. For example, 2 by 3 whole square means 2 square divided by 3 square. We can write it as a expansion. Another thing is 2 square whole cube. What is the meaning of this? 2 power. I already told to you a power m whole power n means a power mn. That means m into n. Same thing, 2 square whole cube means 2 power 2 into 3. 2 power 2 3s are 6. Okay, we can write like this based on this formula. That's why we need to remember this with the examples. That is main important here. A power m divided by a power n. How we can write it as a power m minus n? Why? I already told you 1 by a power n. 1 by a power n we can write as a power minus n. A power minus n. That means 1 by 2 cube means 2 power minus 3. If it is in the denominator, if I take to the numerator, the power will be the minus. Okay, this we need to know. Okay, this is also the important one. Another thing is a power 0 is equal to 1. But how? But how? A square means a 2 times, a into a. A cube means a 3 times. But a power 0 equal to 1. 20 power 0 is also 1. 100 power 0 is equal to 1. Any number power 0 is equal to 1. But why? I don't know. Now see why it is happened. A power m divided by a power n. For example, take this formula into the consideration. A power m divided by a power n. For example, m equal to n. I consider it as m equal to n. That means m equal to n. So that a power m divided by, already I mentioned that m is equal to n means n equal to m. నువ్వు నేనైనప్పుడు నేను నువ్వు కూడా అవుతావు. Same thing, a power m divided by a power n. Here a power n, instead of n I can write it as m. Okay, a power m divided by a power n, how we can write it as the formula? A power m minus n. Right? Now how we can write this one? A power m by a power m, a power m minus m. A power m minus m what? 1 minus 1 0, m minus m 0. So a power 0. A power 0. A power 0 is equal to what? A power m cancel. A power m 1 a power m 1 that is 1. Why the a power 0 is equal to 1? This is the condition. Okay, listen carefully. One another thing. See, a power m by a power n equal to a power m minus n. Here I assume it as m equal to n. Okay, so that a power m by a power m equal to a power m minus m. That means a power 0 equal to a power m cancel. What will be? 1. So a power 0 equal to 1. Any number power 0 is equal to 1. Power 4, 5 by 4 whole square. What it means? 5 square by 4 square. That is a by b whole power m means a power m by b power m. Same like that. 5 square means 25. 4 square means 16. We can write like this. Next is minus 1 power 4. How we can write it as? Minus 1 power 4 means minus 1 4 times. Okay, now 1 1 is 1, 1 1 is 1, 1 1 was 1. Now minus into minus plus, plus into minus minus, minus into minus plus. Okay, like that we need to take. That is simply a power m is there. That means minus a power m. We need to power to the sign also. We need to take into the consideration of the power to the sign also. Okay, these are very simple. A square, these all are coming under exponentials. Okay, now for example here 2 power x equal to 4 is there. For example, what is the value of x? I already told to you in the formula, if the bases are equal, powers also equal. If it is in the both sides, for example, a power m is equal to a power n. It means if the bases are equal, powers also equal here, m equal to n. Okay, this is also we need to take into the consideration. A power m is equal to a power n. That means if the bases are equal, power will also equal. Okay, same condition here. 2 power x equal to, how we can write it as 2 square simply. If the bases are equal, power is equal, right? X equal to 2. We can find easily x equal to 2. For example, another thing is 81 equal to 3 power x. What is the value of x? These all are relating with exponentials. Okay. 81 we can write it as 3 power 4 equal to 3 power x. Where bases are equal, powers also equal. So that x equal to 4. Okay, this is fine. But if 2 power x equal to 5, if 2 power x equal to 5, how we can write it as a 2 power, how much is the equal to 2 power x? That means 2 power x equal to, for this, if I take any value here, 2 power what is equal to 5? Can we find easily? It is very difficult, right? Okay, if we have the 4 here, it is easy, 2 square we can say. But if it is 5, it is very difficult to find out 2 power something is equal to 5. But what is that something? Okay, 2 power some value is equal to 5. But what is some value? We cannot say simply, very easily. That's why the logarithms are coming into the picture. Logarithms are coming into the picture. Here, 2 power x equal to, we take it as y, for example. 2 power x equal to y. X equal to 5 I am taking here. For that 2 power what value we will get that 5? We don't know. For that 2 power x I consider it as y. For example, if I take 2 power 1 is equal to 2, y value is 2. If I take 2 square it is 4. 2 cube is equal to 8. What is the actual y value? 2 power x equal to y, I am considering y value is 5. Y value is 5. Here 2, 4, 8. That means what is the x value? If the x value is 2, value will be 4. X value is 3, value will be 8. This y value is in between 4 and 8. That means the x value, this power value is in between 2 and 3, right? X value is in between 2 and 3. X value is in between 2 and 3 is confirmed. But what in between the 2 and 3 we need to know. For that reason, y is equal to 2 power x. Then x we need to take. Okay, now x taken as 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 like this. Now, x equal to 0. 2 power 0 equal to what? 1. 2 power 1, 2. 2 square, 4. 2 cube, 8. Because this 5 is in between 4 and 8. That means 2 and 3. Okay, next, if I take minus 1. 2 power minus 1. How much it is? 1 by 2 power 1. That means 1 by 2. 2 power minus 2 means 2 power minus 2 means 1 by 2 square. 2 2s are 4. 1 by 4. Okay. Next. 2 power minus 3 means 1 by 2 cube. That means 1 by 8, right? 1 by 8. Okay. From these values, when I draw a graph, that is x and y, x is 0, y is 1. X is 0, y is 1. x1, y is 2. x2, y is 4. x3, y is 8. Okay, I can draw like this curve. This is the graph. If I draw a graph, this logarithmic graph, I want to find out for y equal to 5, where the y equal to 5, if I draw a perpendicular to that, I will get the x value. Here y is 5, right? For the now, for the y equal to 5, we will get the what is x value. That is nothing but by the logarithmic graphs, we can get this difficult values also. How we can write this as? See how we can written in the logarithmic form. For example, 2 power x equal to 5 means here what is the logarithmic graph for the 5? That means, listen carefully, log 5 here, okay, we need to take log 5 here. 2 power x means here 2 దీనికి పవర్ లాగా ఉండాలి కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ x రాసుకుందాం. దట్ మీన్స్ ఈక్వల్ టు x. we need to find what is x value. What is x value? Here is the x. We need to find out what is x. If I take 2 power what is x, we will get the 5. 2 power what is x, we will get the 5. That is nothing but we need to find the x value by using the logarithms. How we need to write? Log of 5. Listen carefully. Log 5 to the base 2. This is base. Okay, this is we call it as base. Log 5 to the base 2 equal to x. 2 power x means you need to remember like this. 2 power x. 2 power x you need to remember in your brain. That is 2 power x equal to log 5. Okay. Now for example, 10 power x is equal to, okay, 15 is there. How we can write it as log 15 to the base 10 equal to x. Log 15 to the base 10 equal to x. Okay, we can simply write it as log 15 equal to x. Log 15 equal to x. There is no base, that means there is a base as 10. There is no base means there is a base as 10. For example, 1 means it is the plus 1. There is no sign, that means there is a plus sign. Same like that, there is no base means it is the common base is 10 for the logarithms. 10 for the logarithms, right? As log 7 to the base 2 equal to x. Okay, we need to find out what is x. 2 power what x is equal to 7, we need to know. Okay, another thing is, here log 5 to the 625. What is y another? What is y we need to find? How we can write into exponential form? I already told to you, 5 power y equal to 625. 5 power y equal to 625. How we can write it as 5 power y equal to 5 power how much is 625, we need to write. 5 5s are 25. 25 5s are 125. 125 5s are 625. That means 5 power 4. If the bases are equal, powers also equal, na? That's why simply y equal to 4. Like that we need to find out the logarithms very simply. Okay, this, as we mentioned in the earlier exponential, like we have the different properties in the logarithms also. That is a power x into a power y is equal to a power x plus y. X plus y. In the exponential, a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. Right? Same like that, we have the logarithms rules also. Okay. In the reverse gear here, log of base a, okay, this is we taken as, listen carefully, I already told to you how we need to take it as log of a, log of a to the xy, we need to take xy is equal to log of a of x plus log of a of y. Okay. Okay, na? How in the product rule what happened? A power x into a power y equal to a power x plus y. Same thing like that. A power x into y. Here, what is xy means? Log x into y is nothing but log x plus log y. Simply the base is same. Okay, but x into y means the product rule. In the product rule, x into y is x plus y. Same like that, log x plus log y. Next, log of x by y equal to a means log of x minus log of y. Y, a power m divided by a power n equal to a power m minus n. Right? Okay, m by n is m minus n. X by y is x minus y. Log x minus log y. Simply you need to remember this and this. Okay, next. Log of a, okay, log of a x power n, for example, x power n. Same like that, a power m whole power n means a power mn. Same like that, x power n, log of x power n to the base a is n log of x to the base a. N log x. Log of x power n is nothing but n log x. A power m whole power n is nothing but a power mn. Same like that, log x power n is nothing but n log x. Okay, n log. Remember these formulas very carefully. Exponential and logarithms I will write. You need to write on your class notes. This is the most important. Okay. So a power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. A power m by a power n is equal to a power m minus n. A power m whole power n is equal to a power mn. Okay. 1 by a power m is equal to a power minus m. A power 0 is equal to 1. Now, next. Okay. Log to the base a x into y is equal to log x plus log y. This is a, bases are same here. Okay. Log of x by y to the base a is log x minus log y. Next. Log of x power n to the a base is nothing but n log x. N log x. Okay. For example, log of a to the a is equal to 1. Y. A power 1 equal to how much? A. That's why log of a to the a is equal to 1. Okay, you need to remember this is very important. One question is there, we need to solve this one as using this formulas, right? Now that is expand log of 343 by 125. 343 by 125. There is no base in the log, means there is a common base as 10. Simply log 5 means log 5 to the base 10 is the meaning. Okay, log 5 is nothing but log 5 to the base 10 is the meaning. Okay, you need to remember this one. Now we need to expand this one. How it will be? Log of 343 by 125. Solution here, how it will be? Log of x by y to the base a. What is the formula? Log x minus log y. Okay, based on this we can write it as log 343 minus log 125. Okay, there is no base means there is a base as 10. Okay, now next 7 cube is 343, right? Log 7 cube is 343 minus log 5 cube is 125. Here log x power n is n log x. Okay, based on this we can write it as a 3 log 7 minus 3 log 5, right? From this 3 is the common, right? So 3 is taken it as common. Here log 7 minus log 5. Log 7 minus log 5. Okay, this is the solution. Expand like this. Okay, we need to take into the consideration of the formulas and we need to apply. 2 log 3 minus 3 log 2. How we can write it as 2 log 3 is there. Log of x power n is equal to n log x. Here this is given here. We can write like this. Right? Log of 3 square minus log of 2 cube. Log of 3 square means log 9 minus log of 2 power 3 means 8. Log 8. Simply completed. We need to write like this. Okay. As per that, log n to the base a, log n to the base a, if I take it as log n to the base a is equal to x, that means a power x equal to n. Remember this one. Log n to the base a is equal to x, that means a power x equal to n. Okay, plus y square equal to 25xy. Prove that 2 log x plus y equal to 3 log 3 plus log x plus log y. Log x plus log y. Okay, now we need to show this one. X square plus y square equal to 25xy. If I take this as a plus b whole square equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Plus 2ab is there. To take into that value, we need to add plus 2ab means plus 2xy on both sides. Add 2xy on both sides. Now x square plus y square plus 2xy is equal to 25xy plus xy. 2xy we need to add. 2xy on both sides. What is this formula? A plus b whole square. X plus y whole square equal to 25 plus 2. 27x into y. Okay. Now, if I apply log to the both sides, apply log to both sides. Now, what happened? Log of x plus y whole square equal to log 27 xy. Log x power n means n log x. So that 2 log x plus y equal to what will be the log x into n. What is the log x into n or x into y? Log x into y means log x plus log y, right? Same like that we are applying here log 27 plus log x plus log y. Okay, now this is clear. 2 log x plus y, 2 log x plus y వచ్చేసిందా? So same as it is here writing 2 log x plus y is completed. Next, log 27. How we can write it as log 27? Here this 27. 3 cube we can write it as. 3 cube is 27. So log 3 cube plus log x log y. Log x plus log y. Here log 3 cube means log x power n means n log x. Same thing 3 log 3 plus log x plus log y. Completed na? 2 log x plus y equal to 3 log 3 plus log x plus log y. Hence proved. We need to, this is the major step in this question. We need to add 2xy on both sides to get this x plus y whole square, like that a plus b whole square formula. Okay.